How's everyone doing? Today I'm going to be on here talking about YouTube and the new changes they've implemented with the comments and Google+. Basically, if you're not aware already, you cannot comment or reply to a comment unless you have Google+ now. So YouTube is fully integrated to Google+. You have to have a Google+ if you want to interact on here on YouTube. You can't leave a comment, you can't reply to a comment, and you also, on here there's a notification on YouTube says most comment notifications will now be delivered to Google+ and not to your inbox on YouTube. I mean, this is just crazy to me. I've never seen a website so hell-bent on driving their users away. I mean, once they took away the yellow subscribe button that was synonymous with YouTube, I knew it was all downhill from there. You know, so many different layout changes that weren't necessary, and they, supposedly said streamlined the site. Personally, each change they made to the layout seemed to make things less user-friendly, and that seems to be the case here. Once they took away video responses, which was just recently, I mean, that just blows my mind. Besides comments, which they've essentially taken away now, video responses were the second most important tool to interacting on here, and especially if you were going to run a contest, video responses were the best thing to do. And I know they took it away because it said the click-through rate for video responses was less than 1%, and I highly doubt that. There's no way that's accurate. And given all the different errors throughout analytics and things like that for YouTube, I'm sure their numbers are way off. But honestly, this new issue right here with Google+ is beyond ridiculous. I'm just hearing tons of people just complaining all over the place. I've had a couple people message me on Facebook saying, they're not going to comment on YouTube anymore because they don't want to create a Google+ account, so they're only going to contact me or comment on my Facebook page, which I have a special Facebook just for my YouTube channel. And I don't blame them. I don't want Google+. Nobody wants to be forced into having a Google+. They're just going to resent it. I mean, that's how I feel, and I know other people feel the same way as well. I've seen just tons of posts on Facebook about it. Nobody wants to be forced into Google+. Google+ isn't a popular site. They're never going to be Facebook or anything like that. I've never heard anybody say, hey, hit me up on Google+. No. You hear people say, hit me up on Facebook all the time. And Google+ is never going to be as popular as Facebook or even MySpace for that matter. I haven't even heard anybody using MySpace in ages, but there's probably some people out there still using it. I did like MySpace's site and everything, but once everybody went to Facebook, it was just a constant drive over there. But as far as Google+, I don't want Google+. I don't want another site. And I know a while back, YouTube forced their users to have a Gmail account. Now that one I didn't mind because I already had a Gmail, so that wasn't a big deal. But I don't want another site I have to keep up with, another site that I have to do stuff with. And one good thing about the Google+ thing is you don't have to use your real name. There's an option that I clicked up on there. Do you want to use Absolute Sublime 1 or your real name? Obviously, if I were to create a Google+, I'd use my Absolute Sublime 1 because it'll be connected to my YouTube, and I want, solely for that. But I just don't want to be forced to do it. I don't know people that are on Google+. I know there's some people out there that use it, but I don't want to go on there. For my social networking, Facebook, that's it, done. And YouTube a little bit as well, but mostly for social networking for friends and stuff like that, Facebook, that's it. I don't need another site. I don't want Google+. I've checked out the site, I've looked on there, and I'm just not a fan of the layout. I don't like the way things are displayed, and just everything about it just isn't something that I'm used to. I don't have to take the time to get used to another site either. And I think it's just awful that YouTube is forcing their users to have a Google+. You cannot comment or reply to a comment. You won't even be notified of comments unless you have Google+. They're basically saying, if you want to use YouTube, you have to have Google+. I've never seen a site just so, just ridiculous. There is this Stalin tube, because that's what it's coming down to. This is just ridiculous. I mean, come on. You're forcing users to another site. You're not even going to have any notifications in your inbox anymore? What's the point of an inbox? Essentially, I assume eventually if they're going to just take away the inbox in YouTube and just everything's going to be to Google+, and maybe they'll just get rid of YouTube and it'll be GoogleTube. And it'll just be everything forced onto Google+, and there'll be videos on Google+ now. They'll just get rid of all the videos and just everything. You might as well just get rid of YouTube at this point, because you've taken away the video responses, you took away now the ability to comment unless you have a Google+, and there's so many users on here that aren't going to want to sign up for Google+. You're essentially driving all of your people away, all of your users away. There's so many people who don't make videos, and they don't want to just create another thing just to comment. And as far as for me, I mean, and other people too who were just on the fence about leaving YouTube already or stop making videos because of all the different crappy changes you've made to this layout and the things you've taken away from the users, this is going to push all those people who are on the fence away from YouTube. I know there's not really too many other sites out there that are up there. I think there's like Vimeo, Daily Vid, or something like that. Daily Motion, I think it is. I don't think those sites are ever going to come to the point that YouTube is, but they're driving users away. That's what YouTube's doing. It's just pushing people away. And it's absurd to me. I mean, obviously it's all about the money. YouTube doesn't care about the users. They just want more money, more revenue. But you're driving away your customer base right here by pushing everybody away. How many people do you think are going to stop using YouTube, close their accounts because of this? I guarantee you a bunch. It may not affect a huge, lump sum, but it's driving away a ton of people. And to me, I'm on the fence about what to do with my YouTube channel. I'll probably leave my videos up, but I don't want Google+. That's the bottom line. And you're forcing this on people. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Let me know how you guys feel about YouTube forcing you to use a Google+ if you want to comment or reply to a comment on YouTube. If you make videos and things like that. I mean, if you make videos, you have to have Google+ now. And I understand there's the Hangouts thing, but I don't know. I don't really use that. It's not a big thing to me. Don't you have live streaming on YouTube? Can't you just do the live streaming through there? I don't know how all that works. I've never done it before, but it's just really annoying. That's what it comes down to. It just blows my mind. You took away the video responses, which is a big thing, huge thing. I can't believe you would do that. Like I said before, it's the second most interactive tool besides comments, and you've essentially taken away the comments now, because there's going to be a lot of people who don't want to make a YouTube, Google+ account. It's basically the same thing. I mean, just a comment. You don't get any notifications on here. I'm looking at my recent video, and it says 3 comments, but when I go to it, there's, 15 comments, and I want to reply, but I can't reply. And a lot of people send me messages on Facebook saying, they're not going to leave comments. They went to leave a comment on the video, but they couldn't, and they don't want to go through Google+, so they'll just message me on Facebook or comment on Facebook. And I don't blame them for that, and that's going to be the case with a lot of people. I've seen people already take their channels to Facebook. They're just going to post videos on Facebook now. And that's really a better tool at this point. I mean, why would you do this? I can't imagine the YouTube meeting where this was discussed. Hey guys, we're gonna force all of our users to have Google+. Sounds great. What a bunch of idiots. Honestly, I couldn't imagine that. Obviously you had to have seen there's a backlash, but apparently you just don't care. Every change there's a backlash, I understand that. Actually, I was kind of surprised with the lack of backlash with the taking away of the video responses. I didn't really hear too much backlash about that. There should have been way more. But for this, you had to have considered the huge backlash that you're going to lose tons of users. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with my YouTube. I love YouTube and interacting in here, but this is taking away the interaction. Because there's going to be so many people who don't want to go through that. And I'm one of them. I don't want to create a Google+ account. It's ridiculous. YouTube does not care about the users. This is the final nail in the coffin, I think, for YouTube. Those people that are on the fence, they're just going to leave. And it's just going to be... I'm wondering what's going to happen with YouTube after this. I wonder how big this ripple effect is going to be. Are people just going to give in and just do Google+ and, just get bent over, essentially, from Google+? I think YouTube is, essentially from YouTube, but YouTube is just basically like, how can we just screw over our users? How can we just, push them as far as they can go? Let's see how far we can go and push them. Let's take away, video responses, comments. Let's just take away the videos in general. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they'll stay with us. That's what it's like. You're just like, let's see how far we can push these guys before they just give up. It's ridiculous. It's like, hey, you know what? We're not going to fire you, but we're going to make your, time here horrible, awful. We're going to, make you just clean the bathrooms with your toothbrush, and, that's what they're doing. I mean, this is just absurd. I'm just pissed off about this. I've been on YouTube for 5 years. I've gone through so many changes for the site on here, and this is just the worst I've ever seen. I can't imagine this. This is maybe I'm giving it more of a big deal than it has to be. Maybe I'm making it more of a big deal, but I know some people have just given in. But I mean, at this point, like, what's the point of going on anymore with YouTube if you're just going to be forced time after time to do something, and the site's getting increasingly less user-friendly? They're just going to integrate fully to Google+, it seems like. And people don't like Google+. I've never heard anybody say, hey, Google+ is cool, let's check it out. You should make a Google+ account. No. I know people that are on Google+, but they rarely ever use it. They'll use it for the Hangout, and that's it. Everything else they do is on Facebook for social networking. It's never going to get to that level. Just rack it up. It was a nice idea, but leave YouTube alone. Leave YouTube alone! Come on, seriously, you're ruining YouTube. I don't know, like I said, I've went on a way longer tangent than I wanted to, a longer rant. Let me know, am I just, making more of a big deal about this than I should? Should I just suck it up and go to Google+? Are you guys as upset, especially if you make videos, are you as upset as I am about being forced to make a Google+? Let me know. I mean, you can't comment, you can't reply to a comment, you won't get notifications in your inbox if there's a comment left, unless you have Google+. You basically can't do anything unless you have Google+, if interaction-wise. You can make videos, but I'm sure that'll be taken away soon too. It's going to be to the point where they force you. They used to do that with, they did that with Gmail back in the day. It's a hair from that right now. They might as well as do it. I mean, let me know. Do you feel the same way? What do you think? Is YouTube just crazy for doing this? Do they not care about their users? That's what I'm thinking. It just seems like they're just trying to push their users away. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Google Plus thing, and if you have any ideas or solutions, or do you think people should just, leave YouTube and go to another site, or just go make videos on Facebook? Let me know what you guys think. Please leave me a comment, or you can't say video response anymore. Leave me some comments down below if you have Google Plus, or comment on my Facebook, because I'll post this video on Facebook too. I don't know what I'm going to do with this YouTube. It's just, I don't know. Been through so many 5 years on here, and I don't want Google+. That's the bottom line. It's unnecessary. I'm never going to use it. And I don't want to have to go on there all the time to check to see if I got comments and reply through that Google+. I mean, I don't want your Google+. Nobody wants your Google+. We don't want it. There's probably some people who don't care, but to people... most people, I think, that I've talked to anyways, 99% of people are upset about it and unhappy with the situation. But let me know what you guys think. Sorry for rambling and ranting. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.